if I'm conjugating my verbs correctly, Corvina was in love with Dimitri. And she was trying to tell him something major, something that transcends importance.
Sounds serious.
I think.
Can you tell what it is?
Well, I don't know what this word is right here. Terhesheg. It's a lot harder than giving a cabbie directions.
Well, can you make sense of any more?
I could do better with a dictionary.
You know, I thought you were so good with those menus. I thought this was going to be a snap.
This is no menu, my dear. This is old world, formal, romantic prose. It's like Hungarian mythology, poets and heroes. I can't even tell a who or what. They don't write them like this anymore.
Well, so let's get a dictionary.
What are you doing with my letter?
Corvina.
Corvina, I am so sorry. This is my fault.
Merciful heaven. You read my letter. And you know.
Well, Eric is a fact of your life. I mean, and I think she should consider herself lucky to have you as a friend, and that's all there is to it. I mean, that is all there is to it, right? Why should this worry me? I mean, just because we're married doesn't mean that you have to give up your old friends. Jack, I mean, Jack, if there is more to it than this, I want to know. I mean, if we've learned anything from being together, it's that honesty is the best policy, so let's stick with that. If there is something more between you and Erica, tell me. I can handle it.
Rose, what's taking so long?
Mr. McIntyre, the proxies have to be counted and then recounted to confirm the initial figure, otherwise it's not an official tally.
I'm sorry, just get on with it. Worried, Alec?
I'm sorry, you've made me lose count. I'll have to start over.
Poor Alec's getting a little uptight.
You know, that's because he knows he's going to lose big time.
Alec's the kind of guy who makes a great winner and a really lousy loser.
Oh, I wouldn't get overconfident, kids. The votes in this room are nearly dead even, and those 800 proxies may not come down on Erica's side.
They better.
What are you going to do if they don't, Adam?
I'll start by selling my stock.
Let's let the vote decide.
CEO.
Will you all just please be quiet? Let's just get on with this.
I finished.
Children. Brought to you by Advanced Home Pregnancy Test. Lab reliable results, home convenience.
The CEO of Enchantment is Alec McIntyre. No, bogus! I demand a recount.
Thus begins a new era for Enchantment.
Yes, well, you're right about that. Ruin is a totally new thing for Enchantment.
Our change is sometimes difficult, Adam. You'll become accustomed to the new regime. Just put your personal feelings behind you.
Gullible fool. You let yourself be conned into this takeover by a man whose gods are greed and ambition.
He's going to bleed Enchantment dry. Smart move, people.
You're going to rue the day that you forced Erica Kane out of Enchantment.
No, I'm acting in the best interest of the company because I want to see Enchantment grow and thrive.
Fine, then take a hike.
No, I'd rather stay here and prove you wrong.
Don't condescend to us, Alec.
I'm about to forget I'm a lady and drop kick you.
Look, I understand that you're upset. I understand that. Nobody likes to lose. Especially when the stakes are this high. Erica, I can only begin to imagine how painful this is for you. You built this company from the ground up. And Adam is very right when he says that we would all regret forcing you out, and that is the last thing that I want to do.
It's the first thing you did, though, isn't it?
Erica, nobody knows this company like you do, and nobody ever will. You are much too valuable to just let go.
Plan on displaying her in a cage in the
You built
lobby?
this company. You did it.
Where was all this praise before we voted?
To the public. Your face, your figure, your name are synonymous with Enchantment. Only a fool would fail to recognize how valuable you are to this company.
So that's your game. You target somebody's position.
Listen.
Then you use character assassination
I know that
or whatever
this is a
it
bad time
takes
for you,
to
but your
undermine
trial,
them.
Excuse
you
me,
take
your
their
trial
job,
is almost over.
and then you want to rehire her as your assistant to do your job.
And I hope that you will be, Erica. I hope that you will be acquitted because I'd like you to come back here and take the office next to mine.
Does she have to take a typing test?
Does she brush up on her coffee-making skills?
Erica, I'm not looking for an assistant. Your title would be executive director, and we would be working side by side running this company. Erica, I made you an offer once, and it still stands. All you have to do is forget about this. Put your animosity aside, and we can pull together for the good of Enchantment. Now listen, I know you hate me right now, but think about what we could do if we combine our talents. We could climb to the top of the heap. There's nothing that could stop us. We could open up foreign markets. We could acquire new companies. You would be bigger and more famous than you have ever been. What do you say?
I say go to hell.
Honey, there isn't anything to tell. I mean, you hit the nail right on the head. Erica and I are friends. Close friends, but that's all there is to it.
I'm so sorry. I've been clingy and whiny and possessive. I'm really sorry. I embarrassed you.
Honey, I've been so wrapped up with this trial.
Well, who's going to blame you for that?
You can blame me for neglecting you.
Well, Erica's been going through a nightmare. So...
Yeah, and I've been going through her nightmare with her and her trial with her, and I've been taking you for granted.
Well, I'm okay with that. I really
You're
do.
okay. Sit down here, please. Now, listen to me. You, sweetheart, were the one that made it possible for me to help Erica.
Well, you were the best one to help her, and I accepted that.
You did more than accept it. You made it happen. If you hadn't melted the hearts of that arbitration review board, I never would have gotten a chance.
Yeah, you already thanked me for that.
Yeah,
so
one thank, huh?
But...
You think one thank's enough? I think this is the kind of thing that should get more than one thank. This should be like a thank a day for the rest of our lives. Come here. You know, Trevor could be a lunkhead sometimes, but I'll tell you what, he called this one straight. I don't appreciate you near enough.
Oh, yes, you do.
I'll be the judge of that. Now, let's go home and have like a mutual appreciation session.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, how you guys doing?
I think pretty well.
Yeah, looks good to me.
Yeah, I think we're going to head home, Trevor.
That's good. Good, good. Detective Dillon here, attorney at law. What? Hang on. It's the courthouse. I think you should hear this.
Why? What is it?
It's not good.
All these years I struggled to keep this secret. And now all the pain and suffering what results from this will be on your head.
Corvina, what are you talking about?
That was a personal letter. You had no right snooping. No right at all. Please. I never should have kept it. I was so foolish.
Corvina, it's just a love letter. I mean, who's it going to hurt?
The damage is already done, and you did it.
You were in love with Dimitri over 20 years ago. It's over, isn't it?
Everybody has old love stories, memories that they have from old loves, and it's nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah, you just pick yourself up and you move on with life. Right?
Yeah. Right. You're right. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know, in America, this would be no big deal at all. Of course, we don't have masters and servants, but in the United States, employers and employees fall in love all the time. It's pretty acceptable.
But this is not the United States. I had no right to fall in love with the Count's son.
Love doesn't have any rules. It just happens.
I'm so ashamed.
Well, look, don't be, Corvina, please, because your secret is safe with us. We'll never tell another living soul, especially Dimitri.
Oh, thank you. You are very kind. I know it's waste to grieve over what could never be, but sometimes I get lonely and sad, and when I think back when I was young and made mistakes, I forgot my place, and it still shames me. But you are right, it was a long time ago, and it can be forgotten.
Can you?
Yes. Yes, it's time. So, if you will kindly hand me my letter, I'll be on my way.
You write very well. You know, even with my lousy Hungarian, what I can understand is pretty wonderful. Could you just satisfy a writer's curiosity and just translate one word for me? One word I just couldn't understand. That right there. That's one way of ducking the question.
Spying on me was bad enough, but you had to steal personal letter, try to read it, make them fun.
Look, I wasn't trying to make fun of you.
How dare you ask me to read from the writing of my heart to satisfy your curiosity? Never. I sent notice. I quit.
No, Corvina, if you have to blame someone, don't blame him. Blame me, please. I was the one who went up in the attic and searched through your things. I was the one who took the letter, and I was the one who begged Edmund to translate it because it was addressed to his brother. So this was wrong. I know it was. I regret that this ever even happened. So please find it in your heart to forgive us.
I still want to know what that word means.
Edmund, would you stop? Please don't leave, Corvina.
There are some things that are too personal.
Certainly, they certainly are. But just please stay.
I have served Andras's all my life, as my grandparents did, and my parents before me. I will not bring humiliation to my family. You must swear to me this will never become known by the Count.
Dimitri will never hear it from me. I swear. Edmund?
I solemnly swear that I will never speak about any long-ago romance or passing passion about my brother. You have my word.
You low-life, scavenging, parasitical scum. You create a new enchantment? You are incapable of creating anything. You are a void. Why should I help you? You are dim, and you are dull, and you are vain, and you are boorish. And contrary to your own personal PR, you are totally lacking in charm and grace.
Don't sugarcoat it with me.
Oh, I'm not saying you're lacking in talent. Your blackmailing skills are well known.
Are you finished?
I am just warming up. You want to know what you are?
I have a feeling you're going to tell me.
You are small, Alec. You have a small heart. You have an even smaller mind. And you have a totally small spirit. Add all that smallness up, it amounts to failure, Alec. I may have lost this company, but I have not lost my family, have not lost my friends. You have nothing and no one.
You know, I'm trying to be nice about it.